Welcome everybody to Thankful Thursdays. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm so excited to share my little Easter sequence that I've been building and working on and put together. I will let you know this is not going to be anything religious because not everybody celebrates the holiday. Sometimes people might have a different religious denomination that they might. So it's not going to be religious. It's just going to be fun shapes. Having us think about Easter. And even the meditation at the end is just a nice meditation. I looked for something for Easter, again, that's non-religious. So I think that will be a good idea. So again, thank you for being here. Technically, it's Holy Thursday today. So for those who do celebrate, happy Holy Thursday to anyone. And if you don't, it's just fine. It's Thankful Thursdays and we're here. So let's just spend a few moments just kind of rooting and grounding, and let's do that on our back. So we're going to turn around and bring yourself down onto your back in any way that's comfortable for you. You can come down on your forearms if you'd like. Extend your legs long. And just settle into your space. Allow the mat, the earth, to totally support you and know that you are safe and secure as well. I always say this is your sacred space. And just start to arrive tonight. Arrive to the mat. Arrive to the present moment. Making any adjustments in your upper back, your shoulders, maybe a gentle rock on each side. A little bit of movement into the hips, securing that lower back and sacrum into the mat. Feet fall gently off to the side. Arms by your side. Palms can be up or palms can be down. Palms are down if you need to root and ground. Palms can be up if you like to receive the energy and be open to the divine. But wherever you are, continue to arrive physically. And I also would like you to arrive mentally and spiritually. Clearing the mind of anything that's been going on in your life today, earlier today, maybe yesterday. And just focusing on now in the present moment. Not worrying about what we're going to do after class, tomorrow. Just being present and now in the moment. Know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Thankful Thursdays, 7 p.m. And thank yourself for carving out this time for self-care. Your eyes are gently closed or have a soft gaze low. And just focus on your breath. Breathing gently in and out of the nose. We will have a breathing pranayama a little later before we go into the sequence. So for now, we're just focusing on the breath. Inhaling. Engaging the rib cage. Gently contracting in the belly, allowing the belly to lower. And releasing that which no longer serves you at this moment in time. Allow your heart, mind, and soul to be open for the practice this evening. Knowing you could get some sign, sensations, and messages that may come to you during your time in your shapes.
In any Yin practice, we are working to go within. We're working to stretch and release the muscles, the fascia, the ligaments. Small discomfort is okay. We're looking to find your edge. What we don't want to find is any kind of sharp pain, tingling or burning. At that point, gently ease yourself out. Our shapes tonight are going to be based on different things that have to do with Easter, the fun part of Easter. As we get ready for the holiday, for those who celebrate. And finding total stillness here. Inhaling as we engage the rib cage. The rib cage expands, chest expands. You can even imagine there's a cute little balloon in there we're trying to inflate with the breath. When you just can't hold that breath any longer, we hold in and sip in just a little more. And then this time we can release through the mouth. And just sending out that which no longer serves us. If your hands are pointed up, you can bring a gentle curl to your fingertips to your palms if that feels intuitive. Relaxing into your forehead, the space between your brow. Relaxing into your jaws and your cheek. And then gently swallow. Relaxing into your throat. Making sure the tongue is lowered from the roof of your mouth. Teeth are not together or grinding. Just finding total relaxation. Breathing in and exhaling through the mouth. And knowing your sacred space is all four sides of the mat and within. This is your area, your comfort zone. This is a great time to set an intention for our practice this evening. Great ideas are one of our many, many affirmations. Dedicating your practice to a friend or a loved one. Or perhaps there's something you're manifesting in a personal or professional manner. But whatever that intention is, say it to yourself 3 times as if it's already happened. Together as a collective, let's inhale through the nose. And let's sigh out that which no longer serves us through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale. Sigh it out and release. One more beautiful deep inhalation. Let's hold and release. Start bringing a little bit of movement to your fingers and your toes. almost like what we do when we're coming out of our final Shavasana. You can rotate your wrists and ankles if you'd like, counter and clock, so as always to stay in the balance. And then let's inhale the arms up over the head. Let's take a full body stretch. Point the fingers, point the toes, bringing just subtle movements into the body. And then gently returning your arms on either side of the body, palms down. We're going to draw the soles of the feet to the mat, hip width apart, coming into a constructive rest pose. This is a wonderful, wonderful shape that helps us connect with that root chakra. As you exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Allow the arms to wrap below the kneecap around the shins. Lower back, sacrum and spine, rooting, grounding, connecting to the mat, the earth below you. Drawing those palms to the knees. As you exhale, gently draw the knees in closer to the chest. And as you inhale, knees will open, drawing the knees forward with an inhale. And then exhaling, drawing those knees back in over the chest. Inhaling as the knees open, drawing away. 3 more, using your breath, your speed. Pausing with your knees over the chest, reversing the direction as always. Inhaling as you gently draw the knees forward away from the body. And as you exhale, the knees open, drawing them back over the chest. Inhale, sending the knees forward. Exhaling as the knees open, drawing back in. 3 more, using your own breath, your own speed. Pausing in the center, we're going to gently roll to the right, allowing our right ear to rest on the right bicep as we transition up to seated. Spend a moment here, take a breath, inhale. Gently exhale through the mouth. And then using that top palm, your left palm, just gently push up off the earth, bringing yourself to your seated Sukhasana. And your Sukhasana can be in any way that you need to be. If you need to extend a leg, that's perfectly fine. We're going to root the sits bones into the mat. That helps tilt the pelvis forward. Let's draw those palms to the knees and just get in a few shoulder rolls for our neck. So as you inhale, we're going to lift the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, draw the shoulders back. We're going to take 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhaling back. One last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale back and pause. And then we gently inhale the shoulders up. And as you exhale, we're going to draw the shoulders forward away from the body. We're going to inhale as we lift. Exhale forward. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale forward and pause. With an exhale, let's lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. Get a nice gentle stretch down the left side of the neck. Inhaling through center. Exhaling, allowing that left ear to lower towards the left shoulder. Inhaling back through center. 1 more on either side. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling back through center. Final 1, exhaling over to the left. Inhaling back through center.
And let's take the opposite, north to south for the neck. So as you exhale, let's draw the chin towards the chest, noticing the stretch at the back of the neck. Inhaling as we lift the head, lift the chin, sending the eyes up towards the ceiling, opening the throat, allowing your throat chakra to open. Exhaling, drawing the chin back towards the chest. One last time, inhaling, eye gaze towards that ceiling where it's comfortable. And exhaling back through neutral. Perfect. For our prana for this sequence tonight, we're going to do the Nadi Shuddhi breathing, which is alternate nostril breathing. We're going to start by taking, and you can use either hand, but I'm going to suggest the right hand. And I normally mirror, but I'm going to actually use my right hand. So it may look like my left, but I don't think it's going to matter with regards to the breath. So you're going to take your hand out in front, bringing your peace fingers, and I'm going to take off my glasses so I don't get distracted. Take those peace fingers, placing it in a place between your eyebrows above your nose. Your right thumb is going to gently touch the right nostril, and your right ring finger will gently touch the left nostril. We're going to depress the thumb into the right nostril. We're going to gently breathe in through the left nostril. Your left ring finger will shut your left nostril, release the thumb, and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close the right nostril with the right thumb. Release the left nostril. Exhale. Inhale through the left. Close the left. Release the right. Exhale. Inhale through the right. Closing the right. Release the left. Exhale. Let's take one more round. Inhale through the left. Close the left. Release the right. Exhale. Inhale through the right. Close the right nostril. Release the left. Your final exhale. And then gently release your palms back to your knees and engage in your normal breath here. Notice how you feel right now with that alternate nostril breathing. It's like the one side of your brain is kind of talking with the other side. It's a really great way to just kind of relieve stress. And when I looked up different pranas that would be good for the Easter season, that was one that came up. So let's just take a few breaths on our own, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Let's take two more. Inhale. Exhale. One final prana. Inhale through the nose. And sigh out, my beautiful yogis, that which no longer serves you. Perfect. I'm going to get my little stopwatch in here so I'm ready. I'm maneuvering with my iWatch today since I've got all my other devices are being used, which I'm so excited about. So our first shape is going to be Easter egg shape. We're going to use our Balasana, our child's pose for that. So for that pose, let's grab our bolster. I've got my bolster and my blocks here. And I'm using yellow and purple today. So we're going to stick our bolster at the top of your mat, drawing the knees to either side of your bolster to the ends of your mat. Draw the big toes together. For a little added comfort,
You can take your blanket, you can place it underneath your glutes, between your glutes and your hips, if that feels right. If not, you don't have to engage. You could even take that blanket on top of your bolster, whatever feels right. Our palms are on either side of the bolster. This will be about a 5-minute hold. We center our heart and chest over the bolster, and we're going to enjoy the journey to the Balasana. We're going to elongate the spine, and as you exhale, just very gently, very slowly, lowering, leading with the heart. And you might need to draw your bolster in just a little closer if you'd like, and just surrender to this beautiful shape. This will be a 5-minute hold, 2.5 minutes per side. We're going to gently turn the head, allow that left ear to touch down. Take a few breaths just to settle the belly between your thighs. Set my timer. Awesome. And really let yourself surrender and succumb to this beautiful shape. We also know this as resting warrior. We are warriors by day, but even warriors have to rest. Focus on your breath, allowing yourself to go within. Always keeping yourself open. Be your own witness for signs, sensations, and messages that may come to you during your time in this beautiful Easter egg shape. You can even imagine your Easter egg is a certain color, because I know a lot of people like to dye eggs for Easter. So maybe you can imagine whatever color you'd like is the color of your Easter egg right now. Maybe 2 tones. Maybe it's chakra colored. Whatever feels intuitive. If at any time your mind starts to wander, and it may, because we are all human, just focus on your breath to bring you back to your present moment in your beautiful shape. Balasana Child's Pose is always a shape to go to if at any time during any kind of yoga sequence that you might do, whether it's a gentle, a hatha, or even a vinyasa. This is a great place to go to if you find you get a little fatigued. You just need to take that little break. And there's no harm and no shame in that either. We've approached the halfway mark. Take an inhale. And as you do, gently lift your head. And as you exhale, we're going to turn it to the opposite side. Using your exhale to recenter, resurrender to your shape. Take a few moments to resettle those hips. This is a great time to do that. And then find your edge without going over for the second half of this shape. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently with an inhale, we're going to lift the head, draw the head back, neutral over your bolster. Moving your bolster off to the side. We'll take our moment of stillness on the belly for about 20 seconds. So we're going to extend the legs long. Bringing yourself down to your belly very carefully and very mindfully. Stacking your palms, one on top of the other. Dropping down into your crocodile pose, elbows out, big toes together, heels out, touching down on that forehead. Finding complete stillness. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently lifting your head on the inhale, drawing those palms underneath your shoulders, pushing yourself up to your tabletop, knees under hips, wrist under shoulders, beautiful flat back. We'll just engage in a few QL stretches here, or a splash of yang between the shapes. So as you exhale, take the gaze over the right shoulder. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling, take the gaze over the left shoulder. Inhaling back through center. Take one or two more using your own breath, your own speed. Just getting some gentle organic movement between. We're going to cycle out after this last time. Make sure you're even. Then you can just gently draw the knees forward. Have a brief seat on your heels just for a moment. We're going to go into a yellow marshmallow chickpea pose. And we're going to do that with our Malasana squat. So I'm going to use my yellow block for that, just to keep in the theme of the yellow, our little chickie. I'm going to turn to face forward. Bringing your block onto the lowest shape. We're going to place our feet. You can just place your fingers on just to start. Feet faced outward. And as you exhale, just gently lower the glutes onto your block. We're going to draw the elbows into the insides of the knees. Bring those palms together. With the strength of your elbows, we're just going to draw the knees out, and that helps really engage in the shape. I'm going to set a timer here. I'm going to use an intuition here. And because we are a beautiful little yellow pea marshmallow chick here, let's focus on the color yellow, which also associates us with the solar plexus. Not that one thing has anything to do with the other, but it's just a nice way to think about yellow. I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of those marshmallow peeps. But it just is a sign of Easter in those little Easter baskets. By using the block, it helps us keep the back straight, keep the vertebrae stacked. And it really does assist us and help us be able to stay in these shapes. Using the breath, breathing in and out of the nose. We also engage connecting with the root chakra in the Malasana squat. Your feet rooting, grounding to the earth. This is an excellent way to connect. And if you really want to connect, you go outside,
Get your feet in the grass, and then you really connect to the roots and the root chakra and Mother Earth. Pressing those palms together, maybe focus a little more energy in those elbows. And let's engage in a gentle twist while we're here. Yogi's choice, of course. Allow the right arm to touch down to the earth. As you inhale, you can gently spiral up the left arm to the ceiling. Quick gaze up. Exhaling back, drawing those palms together for a breath. And then allow that left arm to gently touch down to the earth. And as you inhale, let's spiral the right arm up, reaching for the ceiling, just for a moment. And then gently exhaling, returning those elbows inside the knees for a breath. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. We're going to gently release the elbows. And with the help of your palms, you can set your feet back to straight, maybe using your right or your left arm to push. Remove your block. We're going to take our moment of stillness on our belly again, as our next pose is probably going to be our most challenging, but we'll take our time doing it. Bringing your body down to the mat on the belly, palms together, elbows out. Let's bring those big toes together, heels open. Lowering down to that crocodile pose as you process your time in that shape. Take an inhale through the nose. And sigh it out of the mouth. Gently lifting your head. Let's draw the palms underneath the shoulders and gently pushing off the earth, coming back to that tabletop. We're going to engage in a few cat-cows here in between to the next shape. Again, it'll be our most challenging, but we'll do it with blankets and I'll make it as easy as we can. We're going to inhale for the cow by lowering the belly towards the mat. Tailbone lifts, the back arches, the eye gaze looks up. Let's exhale up into that cat lift, rounding the back, navel towards the spine, chin towards the chest. 2 more rounds of your cat-cow using your own breath, your own speed. And releasing back to neutral tabletop. Draw your glutes back towards your heels. Next is bunny rabbit pose. And we're going to do rabbit pose for this. And we will take our time getting into this. Take your folded blanket for your knees. We're going to put it on the mat, and we will do this nice and slow. The hold here is going to be about 2 minutes, but if for any reason it's too much, feel free to come out of it at any time. I've got the blanket here so it's easy on the knees. So we're going to draw the knees onto the blanket. I'm going to make sure my fringe is not sticking out. I'm going to try to make this as comfortable as possible. For rabbit pose, bring your hands on your heels. We're going to draw the top of your head to the mat. We lift the hips, and we're just going to stay here for this. Normally you would draw your knees towards your forehead, but we're not going to do that. This is going to be a much more gentle, easier rabbit. Your hips are lifted. Crown of the head is on the mat. And again, normally you would walk your knees in towards the forehead. This is probably good for Mare not coming tonight. Focus on the breath here. This is usually a wonderful compression type pose, but we're doing it just a little easier than it's normally done for our bunny rabbit pose. Focus on the breath during any uncomfortable spots. Breathing in and out of the nose here. Take an inhale through the nose and gently sigh it out of the mouth. Gently release your palms to the mat. As you draw your glutes back towards your heels, keep your head down. And then very carefully, very mindfully drawing the head up, very slowly, due to the forward fold compression we were in. Nice and easy here. We're going to remove the blanket off to the side. And let's take our moment of silence on the back. I'm sorry, on the belly. I'm saying back, but going on the belly. Lowering the forehead. Elbows out. Big toes together, and just marinate for your time in that shape. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently lifting the head. Bringing your forearms and palm to the mat as if we're setting up for Sphinx, but we're not doing Sphinx pose. We're going to bend the knees, flex the toes, and just windshield wiper your legs left to right, right to left. Just a few times to get that little gentle movement here. Re-neutralizing the spine. Pausing in the center, allowing the feet to lower back down. We're going to draw those palms underneath the shoulders. We're going to gently push back up, walk the knees forward, cross the legs behind, coming down onto your back. Our next shape is just going to be a bridge pose. We can imagine we're crossing a beautiful little bridge over a babbling brook on our way visiting someone for Easter. Wasn't really sure where I was going to go with this one.
but I wanted to get a bridge pose in here. Coming to your back, gently lift the hips, placing that block on its lowest level under that lower back and sacrum, arms on either side. Feet are hip width apart, knees are facing the ceiling. Palms are rooting and grounding to the earth. Heart is open, throat chakra is open, third eye chakra is open. And just imagining you're just walking along and you see this beautiful, cute little white little bridge going across a little babbling brook. Gotta have a babbling brook. And you can imagine little children traveling over that brook. Maybe they're on an Easter egg hunt. And just bringing up fond memories from that time. Be your own witness during your time in these shapes, keeping the mind open for signs, sensations, and messages. Focusing on the breath in and out of the nose. Just finding total surrender here. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Gently lifting the hip up just enough to remove the block, putting it off to the side. And let's extend those legs long, one at a time. Coming into your complete stillness here in your Shavasana for your moment of stillness on the back. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. As you exhale, replant the soles of the feet to the mat. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat. Arms come out about 45 degrees and just windshield wiper your knees left to right, right to left. And our next shape, pausing in the center, draw your feet back to the center, heel toe. Our next shape is going to be my version of an Easter hat. It'll be a happy baby. I'm sorry, not an Easter hat, an Easter basket. I was trying to come up with something great for an Easter basket. Now, to help happy baby a little bit, I was thinking that we could take one of our blankets, fold it, and place it. You might even have to get up for that, which you can. Place it underneath so that your lower back can be resting on that. This might help us with happy baby. It helps lift the pelvis. Let's see how that feels. So we're going to draw, oh yes, that's nice. We're going to draw the knees in, bring those arms inside. We're going to grab the outsides of your feet and gently open the legs. You're going to be surprised at how uncomfortable it is to hang in happy baby for a period of time. So I'm going to set us for about a minute here and see how that goes, because you'd be surprised. Draw those knees towards the underarm. But I'm hoping the folded blanket underneath the lower back and sacrum will help with our time in this shape. And we can just kind of imagine we are an Easter basket here. We're enjoying the stretch of the hamstrings, hip opener here. Use the breath through any slight discomforts during your time in these shapes. Take an inhale through the nose. Sigh it out of the mouth. And then gently draw your feet together. Allow those palms to draw the knees together. As you exhale, we're going to lower the soles of the feet to the mat, lifting the hips just enough to draw your blanket out from underneath. We will take that moment of stillness on the back. Extend the legs long. And just allow yourself to marinate on your time in that shape. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. As you exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Let's wrap below the kneecaps and let's gently rock side to side, massaging that lower back, sacrum and spine. Pausing in the center. And yogi's choice to bring yourself back up towards seated. You can roll to the right and push up, or if you like to plant your palms underneath your thighs, gently rock and roll yogi on the lower back 2 or 3 times to bring yourself to seated. We're going to engage in my version of jelly bean. Now for jelly bean, it's going to be like a forward fold with our legs. So we're going to extend the legs long. What I'm also going to invite you to do is take that folded blanket and place it underneath of your sits bones, because that will help tilt the pelvis up to help you come forward. Let's grab our bolster, stick it on front of us. If you'd like to try to raise the bolster, you can bring some blocks underneath. That may work. You can also take your bolster on an angle
and drawing your forehead to it. But since I'm trying to get us to roll forward into a cute little jelly bean, my suggestion is going to be just bring a block underneath. Then we elongate the spine. As you exhale, we're going to lead with the heart and just surrender to your bolster. You can also use a block to touch down for your head. So many ways to use your yogi tools tonight. Just imagining we're one of those many colored jelly beans in those bags. And for this shape, you can be any color jelly bean you would like. Whatever was your favorite back in the day. I used to like the red ones and the purple ones. And maybe if we dig deep into our memories, maybe we can remember the smell and the taste of those jelly beans. Allow your exhales to help you surrender just a little deeper to your shape. Feeling that gentle stretch in that lower back, spine and sacrum. Enjoy that release. With each exhale, allow yourself to surrender just a little deeper. Allow gravity to take over here. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. So depending on which version of jelly bean you took, just gently release your arms to your sides, palms on the mat, and you can gently push up very carefully, lifting your head off of your props. You can move the bolster off to the side. We're going to keep a block and our blanket for chocolate bunny pose, because I had another shape that worked well for a bunny, but I could not do an Easter sequence without putting rabbit in there. So for chocolate bunny pose, we're going to do hero's pose, or you can just do Sukhasana. And we're gonna skip the waiting on this one. I think we're good. So for chocolate bunny pose, you're gonna take your block and you can place it in the center. We're gonna kneel on either side of it, because instead of sitting on our heels, we're gonna just gently sit on the block. The block will be between our legs. Your folded blanket, if you need a little more support, you can place the blanket here on the block and gently allow yourself to touch down. If hero's pose is not For you, you can just stay in a Sukhasana because the tops of our feet are unfurled and flat. We're going to just place the palms on our thighs. We're not going to be turning or twisting or doing anything here. We're just going to imagine we're this beautiful chocolate bunny sitting in that Easter basket. You can even bring a smile asana to your face. No particular time frame here. I'm just going to let intuition take over. Just finding what's comfortable for you. Taking advantage of those yoga tools you have. Breathing in and out of the nose. Now this is definitely one we want to go back in the archives and really focus on the smell of that chocolate Easter bunny sitting in your Easter basket. As you're inhaling through the nose, just imagine that beautiful, wonderful chocolate smell. And this chocolate Easter bunny is calorie free. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out of your mouth. And just to come out of our hero's pose, or if you're in Sukhasana, you're fine. You can just gently take the body forward, plant the palms, lift the hips, moving your props off to the side. We're going to set up for our final shape, which is Easter lily, and it's going to be a beautiful lotus flower. So I'm going to move my blanket out of the way. And I absolutely need my bolster for this because my balance for this is not that great. It's not an easy shape to do, and this is why we have the help of our props. So we're going to stick the bolster behind us. And bring your blocks in front of you as well for your feet. I'm going to put them up so they're stacked one on top of the other because that's where our feet are going to go. So our lower back is perpendicular to the block. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together, and you can bring them onto the block. We're going to take the arms and we're going to draw them underneath of the calves. Bring your Gyan fingers together for your Gyan mudra, your thumb and your index finger on each hand. And the beautiful thing about having the bolster is you're able to sit up straight, stack the vertebrae. Now in a perfect world, the blocks and the bolster are not here. This is also a great way. You could also do this against a wall as well. So let's just take a few moments and be that beautiful Easter lily bloom on that dining room table as family members prepare sometimes that ham dinner for Easter. Now we can imagine we're smelling that ham cooking and all the wonderful smells that come with family dinner. And our beautiful white Easter lily as we finish off our practice right here, right now. Let's just spend a few moments here in silence. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh out and release that which no longer serves you. Releasing your mudra from your fingers. Gently release your hands underneath of those calves With the help of your palms, you can draw the knees together and then gently, one leg at a time, release them down to the mat. We're going to move any props out of the way except one that you want to use for your final. Putting them off to the side because I have a nice guided meditation for you for your final moments. Take the next moment or two, maybe the next 20, 30 seconds to bring yourself into your final rest. What works well for you? I always recommend blankets, pillows, eye masks over the eyes, coming into what's super comfortable, finding your sacred space. As this is mine, thank you to everybody for spending this time with me. And I found some great words to tie everything up from our time tonight. Allow your body to relax. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Notice the gentle hum of your breath as it flows in and out, like the rhythm of nature itself. Reflecting on renewal. As the spring season unfolds, let your awareness turn towards the cycle of life, the ebb and flow of time. Think of the buds unfolding into blossoms, the growth of seedlings pushing through the earth, the rebirth of nature's beauty. Consider how this natural renewal inspires you to reflect on your own growth and potential. What areas of your life could benefit from a fresh start or a renewed sense of purpose? Embracing hope. In the springtime air, there is a palpable sense of hope and anticipation. Let this feeling wash over you. Visualize your own hopes and dreams blossoming within you, like the flowers emerging from their winter slumber. Allow yourself to feel the joy and optimism that comes with a fresh beginning. Connecting with nature. Bring your awareness to the sounds, sights, and smells around you. If you're outdoors, notice the warmth of the sun on your skin, the rustling of leaves in the breeze, the chirping of birds in the trees. If indoors, bring to mind the beauty of a spring garden or a field of wild flowers. Feel the connection between yourself and the natural world, the sense of belonging and interconnectedness. Gratitude and awareness. Take a few moments to feel a sense of gratitude for the beauty of nature, for the cycle of life, and for the opportunity to experience this spring season. Be present in this moment, noticing the stillness and the quiet joy that surround you. Allow yourself to feel a sense of peace and contentment. And finally, gently bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the subtle sensations of your breath, your body, and the space around you. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, let go of any tension or worries. And I'll bring you back momentarily. Start bringing gentle movement into your fingers and toes, and inhaling and exhaling as we start the reawakening final process here. Feel free to rotate your wrist counterclockwise to always remain in the balance. Inhale the arms up over your head, experiencing another beautiful full body stretch from the top of your fingers down to your toes. And then exhale the knees into the chest, gently wrapping lovingly below the kneecaps around the shins, gently rocking side to side. Just getting a little bit of last minute TLC to that lower back, sacrum and spine, as we work every day to take care of this beautiful body we are gifted with at birth. Keeping in mind, we only get one. On an exhale that feels intuitive, rolling to your right, or if you prefer the left, resting your ear on your bicep for one last sip of relaxation by inhaling through the nose and sighing out of the mouth that which no longer serves you. And then using your top arm, pushing off the earth with as little effort as possible, bringing yourself to your seated Sukhasana, your easy seat, for final words of gratitude from me. My beautiful yogis, on this Thursday evening, I thank you for being a part of this special Easter sequence tonight. And it's been my pleasure and with pure gratitude to be your guide. The light in me will always honor the light in you. Together we say, Namaste. And as you open your eyes, carry the sense of hope and renewal with you throughout the rest of the evening and into tomorrow. And as always, honor your practice each and every day.